Hi, this is Simon from HomeKit News, and this week we're looking at a product from lighting company Yeelight, considered to be the big brother to the Star Desk Lamp Pro, namely the Star Floor Lamp. It's taller, but is it any better? Stay tuned to find out. Now normally I'd waffle on about the packaging, but given this lamp comes in a rather plain box, I'm going to dispense with that and first of all just quickly unbox this lamp and have a look at all the components. However, it should be pointed out, this does work with Apple HomeKit, Google Assistant, Amazon Alexa as well as Mi Home. So while I speed up the process of unboxing the lamp to get the parts out, if this lamp is still available, any links will be added below for purchase. First off, we have the top portion of the lamp that contains 1/3 of the lamp stand, as well as the lampshade itself, the power cable and a physical controller. Along with that is a North American Type A power supply and a special spanner. Also included a manual in Chinese that has one of two instances of the HomeKit code. The other two parts of the stand are here, and finally we have the rather hefty base that the stand screws into. As you can see, the base of the lamp has an exposed thread that works with the included spanner to tighten the base of the lamp to the tubes that make up the stand. Now the stand comes in 3 sections, so the first 2 parts fit together and connect to the base, although you do need to thread the power cable through these tubes before you connect them to the base. You can see the cable passes through the tubes, but if we take a look at the cable from the power supply itself, you can see that this corresponds to the barrel connector on the end of the cable coming from the lamp, where the 2 parts simply connect. Now, even though the manual is in Chinese, the diagrams do make it easy enough to follow if you are stuck. On to the specifications, and in this case you can see that it works anywhere that uses between 100 and 240 volts, so that pretty much covers everybody. It uses Wi-Fi for its connection. It has a maximum of 900 lumens when set to cool white, although it's capable of both cool and warm whites. It's also a colour lamp too, but we'll get into the colour side of things later. Here are the dimensions, and as you can probably already guess, it's quite tall at roughly 1.6 metres or 5¼ feet. The lampshade itself is relatively small when compared to the overall height, and it should be noted that the angle of the lamp is fixed at 20 degrees. The Star Desk Lamp Pro we previously reviewed allowed the angle of the lamp to be adjusted. Now the base of the lamp is 246mm wide and is quite heavy, so the lamp is unlikely to topple over. The top third of the stand also houses a touch sensitive controller that allows for brightness adjustment, as well as a simple on-off control, along with a mode button that allows you to switch between white temperature mode and colour mode. I'll now give you a hands-on demonstration of this controller and how it manages to fit in a lot of different functions. So first off, I can turn the lamp on or off with the power icon, and if I run my finger up or down the strip in the middle, I can control the brightness of the lamp with the strip LEDs turning on or off accordingly. The lamp is set to cool white now, but if I simply tap on the mode button, it allows me to cycle through cool, medium and warm whites. If I long press on the mode button, it switches the lamp to colour mode, with each subsequent tap of the mode button cycling through 5 preset colours, namely purple, orange, yellow, green and blue. Now these 5 colours are fixed, but you can adjust the lamp colour yourself and save those as presets. Now in flow mode you can specify your own 4 colours, as well as the speed and brightness of the transitions. To get back to white colour temperature mode, I simply long press on the mode button again, and from there control the brightness and temperature as before. Whilst the lamp has an array of LEDs that aim down, which is kind of helpful compared to a typical lamp, the top of the lamp also has a lens that shows the light from the lamp to splash some colour onto the wall for a nice ambient effect. As you can see here in this picture, the colour or colour temperature of the LEDs is the same on the top as it is on the bottom, so they aren't separately controlled. One mode that you tend to see with a lot of Yeelight products these days is moon mode, or in this case night mode. I'll start off with regular mode set to 100% warm white before dropping to 50% brightness and then down to 1% brightness, so you can see the difference. I'll then switch over to night mode preset, where you can see the brightness goes super low, in this case 1%, before moving up to 50% and then eventually 100% brightness before finally back to the standard mode at 100%. Just to give you an even better idea of the difference between the two modes, here are both modes at 100% and 1%. Now the big downside of this lamp is that colours are not exposed to HomeKit, however with Siri shortcuts you can get close. So starting off in the Yeelight app, you select the Scenes tab and then select the plus icon to add a custom scene. Then select an icon for this scene, name the scene itself, click Done, then select the floor lamp so it's included in the scene. Click the Done button again, and on the next screen select Turn on and Customize Light, choose the colour and brightness you prefer, then click Save. You'll then return to the previous screen where you simply press Done one more time, where you'll see the new scene that you've created. If you click on this scene, you'll then see a few options, one of which is Add to Siri. Click that and then you create a shortcut which needs a phrase that Siri will react to. With the preferred phrase added, click Done, then Add to Siri, and you'll return to the Yeelight app. That will show that the scene has now been added to Siri shortcuts. You can check this in the Shortcuts app, where you can see my newly created shortcut has been added to the top of the list. Now you can click on this shortcut for more details, but first we're going to create another shortcut where you need to select Add Action. Then you select Apps from the options at the top of the screen. Next, select the Home app, then select a previously created scene from the Home app. This will get added to this new shortcut. Click plus to add another action, select the apps again, then select Shortcuts app and select Run Shortcut. You then need to select the first shortcut we created in the Yeelight app. Pressing on the highlighted text will bring up some shortcuts. Select the one we created and it will be added to the new shortcut. Click Next and you're done. What you've created here is a shortcut that runs a HomeKit scene and a Yeelight shortcut together, activated by Siri. Finally, onto the pros and cons, and first of all it's quite nice to have almost complete control over the lamp in a physical manner built into the lamp itself, so that's a definite pro. I do like the design of the lamp, and if you have the Star Desk Lamp Pro, they do go together nicely. The build quality, like all of Yeelight's products, is pretty good, although due to the thin stand in this case the lamp does wobble a bit when touched. The light quality is of a high standard, which is something Yeelight has excelled at in other products too, and with the LEDs facing down as opposed to outward, this is superior to a standard floor lamp with a dumb bulb. Now the floor lamp isn't cheap however, and if you're on a budget, a cheap floor lamp and a smart bulb could do something similar for a lot less, albeit without the hands-on control. The other con is that the lack of colour light options in HomeKit is a real drag. Now I don't know what the logic was behind this decision, but I believe it was the wrong decision all the same. Despite my reservations, this is a good product, but what do you think? Leave any comments below, and if you're interested to read more, do check out the in-depth written review on HomeKitnews.com. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next video.